Good evening. What's up? It's Coach Mickey. It's freaking 12:28 in the morning again. This time it's Sunday, 12:29. Check that out. See right there? Oh my gosh. And it's flipping cold. The novice bracket was pretty much the average that it always is, between 5 to 10. Even I think there was 11 group routine numbers that we were up against at one point or another. So we did really well in those. We placed first in 2 of them. We got platinums. I want to say it was out of 30-something group numbers in the intermediate level. We placed 9th overall with our hip hop. And I have to tell you, like, literally, I would say 15 out of that 30, if not more than that, very well could have been advanced dance groups. So, like, definitely the top 5 in every intermediate, like, award-winning part. Those guys were advanced dancers. Like, no flipping way they were intermediate. And wow, they were amazing. They were amazing. So for us to even, like, be in that top 10 lineup with those kind of dancers makes me think that we actually might be higher intermediate level than what I realized. Like, because we, like, held our own. In fact, there was one studio that kept getting, like, first overalls, and there were a couple times that we actually placed over them in other group numbers and duets. So, like, they brought like 10, we brought like 5. So I know for a fact at one point where we got 9th, they were like down in the bottom 15th. And then they were like 6th and, I want to say 6th and 7th. And then the other studio that was really, really good was like 8th. And then they were like 3rd. There was like 3 studios that were like insanely good. Actually, there was 4. Because the other one, we were like bouncing back and forth between in the top 10 lineups all the time. Like, top 4 overalls. And then there was, of course, the one studio that was just sweeping the advanced bracket. But that's because there was only like 2 or 3 studios in that bracket. So, I mean, I'm fine. Like, they could have been in the upper, like the top 5 from the intermediate bracket. They could have been up in the advanced bracket, and they probably would have placed and swept up there too, because I swear they were better than even the advanced kids. But that's the coach's decision. I have nothing to do with that. And I know that the kids don't have any control over that. Our kids don't have any control where we choose to put them. So, I mean, that's their choice if they want to do that. But I'm honored at the fact that we weren't, it wasn't like, okay, out of 30, we were in like 20th. Does that make sense? So for us to be 9th, and you got to remember, most of these studios that were in that top 10, definitely in the top 5, I know for a fact they're taking a ballet class, if not more than one ballet class. They're probably taking a tap class. They're probably taking a jazz class. They're probably taking an acrobatics class. So they're taking 4 to 5 hours of just class time. Like, where you spend an hour working on that technique for that class. That's not including all of your choreo time that you do for your solos and all that. So, like, for example, one of our dancers, Carly, she comes in 1 day a week. She has 1 hour that she works on technique. That's it. With her team. And then she has to cram her 2 solos and all of the group numbers that she's in the last, 4 hours? Because I think maybe she's there from like 2 to 6. So 4 hours, 5 hours, something like that. So 1 day a week. That's crazy. That we're able to hold our own against people that are taking 12 hours a week of training, not including what they probably do with their choreo time. It took us forever to get out of the novice bracket, and now we're actually like getting platinums in the intermediate bracket. And not only getting platinums in the intermediate bracket, we're placing. Like, we placed at every award ceremony that had 30 or more routines up against us. Like Katie. Holy manoli. Katie. I predicted a couple days ago. This is huge for Katie. Huge. 43 solos were in her bracket. 43. And she got 9th overall. That's insane. And she got her first platinum ever. The other really cool thing was, out of all the awards that I wanted to get, the kids don't realize this, but I do. So they give out these like specialty awards. They're not just a Judge's Choice Award. That's totally different. So at Bravo, they'll give out what's called like an Outstanding O Award or the Encore Entertainment Award. Usually in the past, and I don't know if they're going to do it again this time, they'll like take clips of it and they'll make a video. It's highlights of that weekend's event of group numbers. So our musical theater got one of those. And so the girls are like, oh, yay, we got a showmanship award. I'm like, no, you don't realize that's a big deal. This is huge. See, our kids aren't used to getting these kind of awards. They're not used to this. This is all new for them. So they don't know how to deal with all of this, like, accolades and, like, no, you're legitly winning. Do you guys get it? Like, you legitly beat, like, for example, Katie, you beat 30 other solos. I'm exhausted. It was a very emotional day. Hey, shout out to all of the people that we hung out with this weekend from the other studios. Y'all were awesome. And I hope to see you guys at some other ones. It was so cool hanging out with you guys. All right, I gotta go. It's late. All right. Love you guys. Peace out. Bye. And congratulations, girls. You rocked it. Woo!